Vybz Kartel is being blamed for a couple of lines taken from a song on Alkaline's new album. Uh, the song is basically saying that he got with a girl and he didn't ask her age. He didn't check her age. And people are saying the fact that he put that in the song, he says he sing about real life, his real life experiences. So apparently he got with a girl, they had sex. He, how do you say, I don't want to say it here, but he released himself uh, in a cup of, ice and alcohol that she was drinking. And they're saying that Vybz Kartel is the one who came up with all this freaky stuff back in the days. And, of course, Lisa Hype, her name came up. And in the comments, there was one person there that said Vybz Kartel been having sex with Lisa Hyper since she was 5 years old. That's a lie. She made it clear herself, even though she's mental. She did say that they were lying on him or lying on her, that she knew him around that age when she lived with her aunt. She was just a child, but she's known him since. But maybe it was underage at the time. I don't know. In Jamaica, the laws are different there. It is said I think 14 or 15 at the time was fine. Now I guess it's 16 years old. And Lisa said she was 15 at the time and they had sex and she liked it and what have you. Well, people are going to say at 15, what would she know? Well, some of these girls are very mature and, buck wild at a young age. A lot of us had children when we were 18, 19 years old. I wasn't buck wild, but I had a boyfriend at 18 and I had a child. So it is what it is. I have no regrets. But back to Alkaline's album, they're saying he only put those lines in the song because of things he heard Vybz Kartel said. No, this guy is in his late 30s. Are you telling me until this day he doesn't know what sex is for himself? He like freaky sex. He's really into some deep stuff. We might call it nasty because the average person, well, they don't come out and say that they like or they don't like it, but he makes it clear that he likes that and he'll ask for more of it when he gets it. So, but I am back to reality here. For them to be blaming Vybz Kartel for those lines in that song, I sat in on that on that live last night until very late, and they started off talking about the album. And yes, they were talking about those lines in that particular song. But it was all about Alkaline until a few people came onto the panel and they started talking about Vybz Kartel. If you came on, you would think that the show was about Vybz Kartel. It wasn't. So what does it tell you? Every time they discuss a dancehall artist, somewhere about their Vybz Kartel name has got to be mentioned. Kartel, I don't know, your ears must ring all day long. But yes, they're blaming Vybz Kartel for the line that he used. This big, grown, tall, trapped-in man who can make his own decision. He's a freak, and he freak out with these girls and do all these things. And they're blaming Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel was not in their room, hotel room, bedroom, wherever, and giving him instructions. So why are they saying this? You see, and that goes for a lot of the bloggers here. They really don't like Vybz Kartel. They use his name, they talk about him because, it gets the attention of people who go to YouTube to click on their channel. Even though I listen to them, but I see where they're biased at times. And they think people want them to worship Vybz Kartel. No, you don't have to worship, but you don't have to hate him that much that every time an artist does something bad, you blame it on Kartel. Alkaline is grown. He knows the kind of sex that he likes, for heaven's sake. We've never even seen him introduce a girlfriend or anything, so we really don't know what he's into. Okay? But apparently he's human and he has his needs and wants and what have you. And he has a particular sex that he likes, and that's it. That Bounty says he like what he like and he don't like what he don't like, right? Okay, so that's what's up there. Moving right along from these people, and they're so biased, just biased. And yes, Cartel sang about freaky girl and all them things, but those things are being done uptown long before Cartel sing about these things. There were Blue Movie and porn and all those things. We might not have had phone at the time, but an internet, but you could still, there were ways of finding these. And if you couldn't find it online, were we online then? But anyway, the people, they had videotapes, they had tapes that you could buy and watch these things. So guys, stop blaming Vibes Cartel. Cartel is not the worst. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Uh, and you have to give him credit at times. Here it is, Joe Bogdanovich, who heads, he's a producer in Jamaica, promoter, I should say, probably a producer as well. He's putting on some fest, and of course, he in an interview, he's basically saying who can sell tickets, who can't sell tickets, and I don't know, he rubbed the artist the wrong way. He really, really did rub this artist the wrong way, and he's doing well for himself, this artist out of Jamaica. He's doing very well, and of course, he flashed a lot of money online every day in his car and what have you. He's doing good, but Joe basically thinks that, he cannot sell tickets. He cannot close a show and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, to show the type of person Vibes Cartel is, Vibes Cartel went on his Instagram page and played the artist's music. His name is Skippa. You keep hearing me say artist. Skippa. He played Skippa's a song that's on the WYFL rhythm. And, he knew every word. So Cartel really does respect this artist and see that he's going places. He basically will just, he big him up and tell him continue doing what he's doing and what have you, and that he's doing well, for the time that he's in right now as an artist. So, he didn't take sides with Joe. He's just, letting the artist know he's doing fantastic. So how bad could that be? How could one say that Vibes Cartel is holding back every artist since he came out of prison when he's not a producer of anything? Cartel only produced maybe his own music, if anything. He's not holding anyone back. The door is wide open. Everybody just go in, the cake is there. Take your slice, guys, and just do the right thing. But for them to be blaming Cartel for this about Alkaline and all that, and saying he's no good and he's this and he's that, and yes, yeah, he's not as bad as one thinks. Okay, if you've never dissed Vibes Cartel as an artist, you'll always hear him, big you up and what have you. All right. And we're not going to go back to any interview that he did when he first came from prison, who he said isn't that good water, and then the other person in their interview says isn't he still locked up, So we know the history of dancehall, we know what's what and everything, but guys, give credit where credit is due. Okay. I don't know if Cartel can, but maybe it's too late now for Cartel to ask Joe to let Skipper come onto the show. But maybe in the future, but because of course Skipper, he didn't like what Joe said. Basically told him he was an old man and this and that. But this man is filthy rich, guys. It doesn't matter what people say, he holds the handle. So, we're going to just let all of these artists, put out their work. And when they do good or bad, put the blame on them, okay? Or whoever writes their songs, okay? And I'm sure Vibes Cartel is not writing for anyone. I doubt it very much, I don't know if he wrote that song for Shensia the other day, the collab that they had. I don't know. But let's just say he's not writing for Alkaline. Let's put it that way. All right? So, Massacre, we haven't seen or heard much of him. No, we did see him. We did see him in studio with one of the Marley sons. And now I think it's Damien. And if he's going to collab with them, we have to, sit tight and wait. It's going to be good. The Marleys, they do excellent work. Um, let's see, maybe he had to go that route, because nothing really is working out for him right now. Okay, when you this Vibes Cartel, I think that this is what happens to you and your career. Um, so let's see what he's coming up with. Cartel, what is going on with God and Time? When are you going to drop that album? February has passed, my brother, and we are waiting for that. And just like any other album, once it drops, people will be discussing it. They'll tell you what flop, what don't flop. Is Cartel singing the songs about women down in their throats still on this album? Or is it pretty much, it's a clean album and there's something there for everyone, hopefully. I'm praying that it is good and clean music. Right now you can see on charts in some of these islands and some countries, Carter is like number one on the number 10 hit charts or whatever, however you say it. And the songs that are number one, they are clean songs. They are clean songs. Nothing about sex and women's body and nothing like that. So that pretty much goes to tell me that songs that are fit for airplay is better. It is better than songs where you have to bleep here, bleep there. Yeah, but his songs are charting. Not everything is about America, guys. Yes, it's a great place to be and what have you, but music is international, and yeah, there are people who are liking a lot of Vibes Cartel's music for it to be charting that well. And of course, we know Talk to Me Now and Panic, they're still doing fantastic. I have not checked today to see if Massacre's album is still number one on iTunes, but as you know, nothing lasts up there too long. You see Shaggy right back up there, and Bob Marley and Sean Paul. Those three are lifetime names that you will see on iTunes, and quite a few others, I would imagine. They don't give the other artists a chance, and I don't know if it is the content of the music that make you stay there, or is it because it's streamed a lot, people buy it a lot, people are listening to it a lot, whatever it takes. A lot of these guys have to step up their game. Yeah, and we mostly speak on, yes, all of them, but we are not concerned about all of them. We are concerned about Vibes Cartel. Okay? But we love Cartel. He has many fans and well-wishers, and that's what we're here for, to wish him well in all that he does. Viewers and subscribers, thank you. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. And guys, please share my content and like. You've got to hit the like button. Please, please, please. Just do that for Miss Beverly. Hit like, share, and do leave your comment. Please, do you believe Vibes Cartel is the only artist in dancehall? And we know that's a lie, because we could start off with the Yellow Man, Shabba Ranks, Baby Sham. All of those people have sung about sex and women and what they did with them and what have you. In the 80s, there was an artist that says, I think Admiral Bailey, he says he loved a 3-year-old. No, back in those days, it didn't really mean a 3-year-old child, guys. I know it didn't. I partied through the 80s. Okay, yes, I used to party. So I think it was just like how we have Dolly. Now they call these girls who look good, shape good, smell good, whatever, the weave and the eyelashes and the nails and what have you. Those are the type of girls that they would refer to as 3-year-old, looking fresh and young, but not an actual 3-year-old child. And they even talked about that last night. And they really, really believe that Admiral Bailey was involved with 3-year-old children. We're sick. Majority of us are just sick in the mind, sick and corrupt. Have a great day.